It slices, it dices, it chops, and it fits into its own handy holder. No, this isn't an infomercial for some new crazy kitchen gadget. This is our next attempt on Guinness World Records Unleashed. Zach and Liz, help me sell it.
Dan, I would buy whatever you're selling, man. I don't know what you're talking about. What's going on here, Liz?
Well, this is the Guinness World Records attempt for the most apples cut in 1 minute in the air using a sword.
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
Oh yes, and difficult. The attempter must toss the apple into the air with one hand, then use that same hand to pull the sword out of the sheath. Slice the apple and then jam the sword back into the sheath, which is held by the free hand. Did you get that?
Yeah, sounds like there's a lot of room here for a slip-up. I mean, one bad move and it's finger gone.
Exactly, and he's going to be using a katana samurai sword. That's known for its strength and its sharpness. The Guinness World Record is currently 29 apples in 1 minute.
Let's meet this guy who's always working on his core.
My name is Kevin Shelley, and I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm an adjunct faculty professor at a community college in Indianapolis, and I also work as a martial arts instructor. Cutting anything fast with a razor-sharp katana blade, it's inherently dangerous. But also in sheathing the sword. My sheathing hand has to feel the blades, and that has led to people severely cutting their hands, even losing fingers. I think what will be most surprising is if any of my students find out. I keep this sort of life separate from my life as a professor.
All right, let's bring out Kevin Shelley. Come on out, Kevin. Welcome. Good to see you, sir. Good to be here. This isn't something that's very easy to do. Have you ever been injured?
There's a little risk. I do wear a glove just so that the sword will slide better when it's, covered with apple juice. The blade has to slide along the side of my hand so that I can find my sheath without looking at it.
Right.
And if the wrong part of the blade slides along my hand, my hakama will turn pink.
Well, yeah, we don't want that. Do you slice anything else or just apples?
I've practiced with apples. I've used small objects just in targeting.
You know what you're going to target right now? A new Guinness World Record. How's that sound? Yeah, sounds good to me. Let's bring out Stuart Claxton. Stuart's going to give you the official rules here.
Shelley, nice to meet you. You're about to attempt the Guinness World Record for the most apples cut in the air with a sword in 1 minute. Now you must cut each apple individually, but each apple must be in 2 pieces before it hits the ground. And most importantly, the sword must be sheathed before each cut. The Guinness World Record to beat is 29. Are you ready?
I am, sir.
You can do this. May begin the attempt. Good luck.
I'm ready.
Okay, I will count you down. 3, 2, 1, go.
First apple up. Cut. You see the sword. Second one, cut.
Notice how he's sheathing that sword through his hand.
And not looking.
It's getting into a little bit of a rhythm now. Wow. Perfectly in half. Really in a rhythm. Slices that one into 3 separate pieces.
Very fluid motion.
You know what? As long as the fluid's not blood, I'm fine with that.
Completely misses on that one. That's okay. Remember, he's got to put that sword back in the sheath after each attempt. Okay, he's missed about 3 in a row there.
He's really got to pick up the pace here.
I think I played this game on my iPad.
30 seconds. He's halfway through as far as the time goes. There it cuts another one, starting to feel a little winded here. He's starting to set in.
He's slowing down.
As long as he doesn't get sloppy.
There we go. Yes, he's back on mark with that. Ooh, almost got his hand right there.
Whoa, did he cut himself?
Will the professor make the cut? And still to come, a wife's revenge or a Guinness World Record. Then, what's he doing on their heads? And later, man versus fire.
At the Guinness World Records Arena, Kevin Shelley cutting apples in the air with a samurai sword.
Going for a Guinness World Record. And it looks like he almost sliced his hand.
Seems to be okay.
You've got to shoot the sword without looking. Oh, another close call.
10 seconds left.
Really slows down. Just the juice off of the blade right there. He's got about 6 seconds left to go. Maybe get one more here. Come on, Kevin. There we go. Stop. Time's up. Time's up. All right. Great job. Woo. Starting to get a little winded there.
I did accomplish my primary goal. I still have all my fingers.
You did have a little mishap with the sword. Did that affect you? Did you think about that?
I take such great care of my weapons, and I'm always checking them and everything, and the retaining collar at the top of my scabbard called a saya chose this moment in time to come off. So that cost me about 4 or 5 apples right there.
Okay, and Stuart's going to check the tape. Zach and Liz, what do you got in slow-mo?
We've got a bushel of slow-mo, Dan.
Starting with Kevin's technique. Throwing that apple high into the air, not taking his eyes off it, even when resheathing. That takes real concentration and speed. But as Kevin just mentioned, one slip-up can be costly. That one at the 30-second mark cost him time.
But luckily, no fingers.
Now it's up to Stuart to determine how many apples he managed.
Here he comes. Let's find out.
Mr. Shelley just attempted the Guinness World Record for the most apples cut in the air with a sword in 1 minute. The Guinness World Record to beat was 29. Mr. Shelley, the number of apples you successfully cut in 1 minute is 14.
Great job anyway.
Not my day.
Great effort anyway. Well done. Thank you for coming here.
Well, I came here to break a Guinness World Record, but this wasn't the time. Things didn't go exactly as planned, but I still had a great time, and I really appreciate you guys having me out.